good, Junior? Good boy, say your name, man. Legend, you made the biggest hit. What you saw over there? What happened on that play, Legend?
I just saw them this house with him.
Yeah, so you keep balling. What you got to say to the world, man? Y'all number one in Georgia. Y'all defended that today. What you got to tell the world about the team?
I got to tell them that we number one and nobody can stop me.
Yes, sir. Keep balling. Get up out there. Good play, boy.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of SGDS Same Goals, Different Struggles. Episode number 66. I am your host, AJ, and I hope everybody had a swell, okay day yesterday. Ain't no big Thanksgiving person. I just, had a good, special yesterday with my family, my moms, my kids. And I hope everybody had a good one too, you know what I mean? Even if you don't celebrate holidays or whatever. I just hope everybody got a chance to really have a good day, because some of us didn't. If you are new to the channel, you never heard of me before, you never seen my platform. I talk relationship, mental health, politics, pretty much anything. If you like what you hear, please click the subscribe button, the like button, follow, clip, do whatever you got to do to get the message out. I appreciate all the support, all the love and comments. I do get the likes. I appreciate. If you haven't seen my cooking videos I posted for the last 2 days, they are up. Y'all go check those out. I'm gonna do a quick little video today. I won't be here too long, but I did want to speak on a few things that have been happening over the last few days. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, ain't really nothing too positive, so we gonna get into it, man. Yesterday, like I said, everybody didn't have a swell day. If you haven't, or if you been goes off social media, yesterday Ray J and his ex-wife Princess went through some things yesterday, and it really just fucked with me. I'm gonna play the video of Ray J and the situation, how it went down, play a video, then I'm gonna play both persons' responses, and then I'm just gonna give my input, because after you watch this and see what happens, I've been in I've been in those situations before. It actually didn't end up in the same results, but that's just because the higher power had his hands on me, because it was supposed to end. Everything that went down could have led to these results. Thank God it didn't. Thank God we're in a better place. Me and my kids' mothers, we're in a very, very better, healthier place, not just for us, but for our kids. And I just want to give my 2 cents on it. I ain't here to talk negative about nobody. I usually go off, but I don't really do this shit today, man. I ain't even in the mood for that shit. But I'm gonna play the first video and then we'll go from there, y'all.
Here with me, I'm not ain't nobody taking my kids away from me on Thanksgiving, throwing it down. They in my house. They making threats to me. What's up? What you trying to do? Take my kids?
Yes, I'm getting my kids.
Okay, take your kids. Watch how they cry. Take my kids because y'all drunk. Y'all want to drive drunk? Y'all want to drive drunk? Drive drunk. Drive drunk, princess.
Right, you just
drive drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk, princess. Go ahead. You want to take my kids? You and your drunk cousin? Because y'all drunk as fuck and y'all alcoholics? Take my kids then. Go ahead. Who's going to drive? Tony, he's been drinking too.
I'm not driving.
Who's been driving? Everybody? I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
You pointed a gun at us.
Why you waking my daughter up?
You pointed a gun at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter up? Why did you just wake my daughter
All
up?
I wanted to do was have a good Thanksgiving.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Right.
Because you're selfish. You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser.
You're
and
drunk.
You're delusional.
I'm a woman. That's
yes,
what drunk people say. Like you're taking
right.
my daughter?
Grow the fuck up.
All right,
seriously.
cool.
You need to.
You're not taking my son.
Right.
I know you're not taking my son. Hey,
don't touch him.
Hold on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the fuck out of you. Y'all get out of my house. Y'all get out of my house.
Shoot me right now.
I swear to God,
Shoot me right now.
take my son.
No.
I hate you over the fucking head, bro.
Hey, you supposed to be family.
No, get the fuck out of here. You in my house.
Hey.
Bro, stop, dog. I kill you, bro. Stop. I kill you. Stop. I kill you, bro.
Stop.
Okay.
I know you will, but stop. I'm trying to help you out.
All right, cool.
You good? Yep. Literally, they're probably pull up right now. Let's chill.
Cool. All right, cool.
Literally. Yep, we cool.
All right, let go. Let go. Let's chill. I'm a kid. You need to take my kids. I'm trying to help you out. Let's go. Let's just bro. They really have to get out of my house. Watch you do it now. I got a gun on me. I'm trying to help you. Get out of here, bro. If I shoot you, I don't want to. I would never do that, bro. Bro, I just shoot the out of you, bro.
All right, y'all. So that was the clip of the situation that happened. Before I get into both people response, uh, I see a lot of motherfuckers got comments on how is Ray J's at fault. We honestly don't know who's at fault because we don't know the whole situation because we only got that clip. Apparently, shit was going down before then. I look at it like this, right? I blame both people. Because if you watch the video, if we're going off the video, it looked like they both already had been in the situation arguing. And when you in this situation, like as far as like kids involved, somebody got to be the level adult. Mind you, when you at odds with somebody, especially somebody that you really care for, you had children with, if y'all communication, y'all not in a healthy spot, y'all at odds, anything could trigger something. And that's look like it's still a lot of it's just not looking like a real healthy environment, especially for the kids. And that's the shit that really gets like I don't know the rules. I think they're Cali, so I don't know like their laws when it comes to like how a certain situation works. I know in Atlanta down here, right? If you have if you're married and say y'all get a divorce, you have rights to your kids. I don't understand how niggas don't understand that. But if you have kids out of wedlock and you never was married, you have to go through the court system. You have to get legitimized. First, you have to get legitimized, claiming, that this is your child. Because when you don't have kids, when you have kids out of wedlock, they have 100% rights. The mother has 100% rights over that child. You can't do a motherfucking thing. So if Ray J wasn't married to her and he was in Atlanta, like she could obviously do that. But if she was like they was divorced, the kids was there or whatever, but they're married, she can't just go take her kids like that. Like, and the police don't even they don't want to get in no shit like that. That's a civil matter. So they don't really they write their police report, but they don't be want to get involved with shit like that. They'll tell you all the time that's a civil matter, you gotta go through the courts and shit like that. But it be like you putting your hands in a police sometimes situation. It really ain't, they don't want to help you in a way. They don't really want to get involved. So you usually just use them just for the paperwork when you do go to court or whatever, just to prove your point of what you did to back your claims up. But cause like I said, I've been in that situation. And it got down just by how everything went down. I'm not gonna say up here in front. It went down like it's shit. It gets ugly. You feel me? But the only people that loses in that situation bad is the kids, because the kids will be traumatized forever. And that's something I had to learn. It took me a while to really learn that, like, I was really traumatizing my kids from all this situation. Nobody was really winning. If I was looking at the video, if you look at the video again, and this is just my opinion, once Princess got the child, just go, man. Don't turn back around, because like all you doing is gonna putting more goddamn fire. Putting more water on the grease fire. That's really all you doing. And I think like I said, I don't know what the situation is. It's three sides to that story. It's Princess side, it's Ray J side, and it's the truth. We don't even want to get the kids involved, like asking, like leading kids out of it. As adults is three sides to a story. Now, it should have been through the parents. From what we seen, nobody hands was being like put on from what we seen. But somebody walk in my motherfucking house, bro. I ain't even talk. Rated a lot. I ain't even talk to you when it come to my kids. I understood that, bro. Like, as a father, your job is to protect your child, and it looks like Ray J is going through a lot mentally, and his kids is his comfort zone, his safe spot. As a black, like as a man, and I just speak from, like I said, from my position. When you're at your lowest and you feel like you're losing everything, you might be up and money wise, whatever. But if you're not spiritually right inside and you feel like you're just going through everything in this world, your kids is the thing that comfort you. And when people try to take the last little bit of thing that you're holding on to, that you love the most in this world, it's gonna be a problem. Like, what father is not gonna want to protect, especially if another man comes? Like, come on, bro. He didn't even say nothing. And I'm not defending race. I'm just, like I said, I'm just giving my point of view. He didn't say nothing to the lady. It's a man, and I understand. I don't know what it is that trigger us about that shit, bro. The dude might like, and this is fucked up because the dude might have been a good dude. He might not. He just been trying to help Princess out or the kids out. He just didn't want to see the shit go down. And it sounds like he really didn't even want to get into it with Ray or whatever. Everybody mental ain't like that, bro. When you trying to protect your kids, bro, like, you can't expect a person to be like, oh, okay, all right, you could take them. Like, these are somebody, this is your seed, this is a part of you, bro, and it's your job to protect them, just like it's Princess' job to protect them. We don't know what the fuck happened before he turned that camera on. Like I said, both of them could, to me, both on wrong, because at the end of the day, the kids get traumatized from this shit. Somebody got to be the fucking dope and walk the fuck out, bro, and leave this shit. Like, let's do this shit over, bro, tomorrow. Let's be an adult conversation. Let's talk without the violence. I don't know what really happened, but apparently a conversation should have been talked about. But when alcohol is involved and the truth start coming out, everything go haywire, bro. And it's sad to see, because like I said, that's the day. Not only, the kids following it and got locked up from that situation, their Thanksgiving, whatever, was ruined, and they're gonna be traumatized from that. They might remember this every Thanksgiving now. All off, you know what I mean? And sometimes, man, I know a lot of times we try to make things work as far as like co-parent. The best co-parent sometimes is like, you might not need to be around each other. That might just be the best fucking co-parent, dog. Like, you have to really, really, like, think about what I'm trying to, like, what I'm saying when I say this, bro. Like, I know somebody gonna, like, a lot of people gonna have, oh, you taking up? Nah, it ain't about that, bro. Cause like I said, y'all motherfuckers want there. Don't nobody know off a 3-minute fucking clip. Y'all just run with the, cause y'all see stuff from probably how he's been acting. And that's how, I mean, if he's wilding out. We don't really know the subject. And like I said, Princess, I mean, ain't nobody innocent. Just like in my situation, I wasn't innocent. I had a lot of fault in my situation. I should have walked away from a lot of the shit. I started a lot of shit, and I could be honest with you, my mouth gets slit when I get mad, bro. And I don't give a fuck how I talk to nobody. Like, it gets slit, and I be on one. So, like I said, I had to take fault for a lot of shit too that went down, and that's how it should be. And then you have to find ways to heal and cope with your own demons that you're doing to become better co-parenting, man. Y'all gotta sometimes you gotta take time away and deal, work on yourself. Both of y'all, like, everybody work on themselves, and then let's see over time, can we come back little by little and try little things. Apparently these things, like, it's been too much going on to be trying this stuff, and like, it shouldn't have happened like that, bro. Now these kids is traumatized. So I'm gonna play Princess video first, then I'll play Razor's.
I've been, like, staying off of social media and just, like, protecting my peace. But what I'm not about to do is let him deflect and make it about me. And make it seem like I was drunk or it was all my fault. That is not the case. I went to his house. First of all, I just moved into my new house, but I went to his house with the kids because I wanted the kids to have a good Thanksgiving with their dad. He's been gone for a month, hasn't seen them, hasn't called them, and he wanted to spend Thanksgiving with his kids. So I said, me and my cousin and my cousin's husband went over there with my kids and her 3 kids, and we were prepping to cook the food for Thanksgiving. And I told him before I went over there, don't start nothing or I will take the food and I will continue cooking at my house. I honestly don't know why I keep thinking we can just co-parent and be cordial with each other.
So that was Princess. That was Princess giving her feedback on what went, like just a little input. As you can see, bro, like I mean, she looked very, very, hurt. I don't believe she really wants to see Ray J get locked up. I believe all well. She had all good intentions. Like I said, I don't know what really went down. I'm just speaking on really how we have to stop just jumping to a conclusion off a video. And we have to really just let these people handle, that's their business. Only reason I'm speaking on it because I've been in this position before and I know what road that can handle, like go down. And it's not a good road, bro. Like it's just you could put yourself in a very, very, and now these charges, like I said, I don't know LA charges. And I haven't talked to my lawyer in a long time to really figure out what's going on as far as these charges in LA or stuff like that. I usually ask about shit in other states about how the charges work. Like I said, everything could be tricky, bro. Like it's just like Ray J, like he said, and I'm showing his video. He thought when the police showed that the police will understand. In this world, bro, I don't take a chance for police ever understanding shit. You feel me? Like I don't take that chance, bro. It is what it is. It's a 50-50 chance one gonna understand, one might. Like in my thing, I never had my baby mamas arrested. I haven't, that's not my thing. I rather just, like I've had situations where the cops have been called, and we just needed to separate. You feel me? Like situations you just have to separate sometime and just give each other space, whatever, and it just come with maturing. You feel me? That kid's still young. Over time, a lot of that shit, and as you grow, some people grow up and they start to see that a lot of the shit they did in their younger days is wrong. I one day I woke up and like, bro, this shit ain't right. And my kids my kids helped me with that a lot too. Just, seeing things from a different point of view, really having a real deep conversation. And as the father, just, having custody and being a primary custodian parent, when you are that, you have to set the tone in a different way. And you have to be able to, you really have to be able to mature into a way where you have to let certain shit go. Everything just ain't about, you don't have to fight about every single thing. Like everything don't need an argument. Everything don't need a cussing out. Everything, I mean, as long as the kids are good and it's in the best interest of the kids, I'm good, bro. Like we have to stop that. And I had to stop doing a lot of things. Like I'm one of them people, I'm kind of driven by power in a way. I hate to say it, bro. Like I really get, like, you know what I mean, a take charge. I'm just always been a take charge type of person. You can't tell me what to do type of person. I lead, I don't follow type of person. I ain't got time for this shit type of person. It could be a good and bad thing sometimes. It just all depends on how you balance that shit, yo. Like how you move and how you operate in life. It could lead you into a dark alley, into some bad places because you're in a mentality where nobody can tell you what to do, but we all need, reevaluation sometimes and look ourselves in the mirror. And at the end of the day, man, it's like I said, it's the best interest of the kids, and it should have been kept at the best interest of the kids. Apparently, I don't know. Princess said that's what her cousin, and her cousin, man. Apparently, that's why I said it looked like Ray J knew the cousin. He didn't know the man. And if a man, I don't give a fuck if that's your cousin, husband. I don't care what the fuck it is. If another man walk in my house, I don't know you, and you grab my fucking kids, dog, man, bro. I wish my kids was here to explain how I get, like, I don't play that shit, bro. And there's been times where I've had to go off on some shit like that, bro. No matter where the fuck I'm at, and I stand alone on that shit. And you can ask my baby mamas, but I don't want to promote that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the shit don't benefit the kids. But as a father, bro, you're gonna be a protector, just like Princess is a protector of her kids. Like I said, the feelings of whatever they're going through should be left alone. As far as like, and that's what I had to learn too with a lot of things, man. When couples are arguing over shit, stay your ass up out of that shit. Because I've been in predicaments, and I ain't gonna tell the fucking story. You know what? I ain't gonna tell this fucking story. I ain't gonna tell who. But I was over, we can say a family member house, whatever. Me, my kids, my mom, and our side of the family. And my cousin came in the house. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was chilling. And she said, she had her cousin from her mom marriage. I don't know. I forgot who shorty was. But both of them came in the house. I think my cousin was drunk. The girl, she brought her baby over there because they was in a situation, and her husband and his dad was outside. My cousin come in the house, tell me not to come outside. Like I said just a few minutes ago, I'm knowing you can't tell me what the fuck to do. Like, I don't got time for that. Like, I ain't never been that type of nigga. And she knew me, so she knew telling me that was only gonna make me come outside. So I came outside. 5 seconds later, I got swung on. Shit didn't end good for old boy and his people. And we all threw down. And long story short, this shit went ugly. Didn't nobody get it, but it was a big ass melee. It was a big ass fight. Mind you, later on, the girl got back with her husband. Shit like that taught me, and I kept for years and years and years getting in the middle of bullshit, of other people bullshit. Stay out of, like, bro. Like, and I don't know, man. It's a balance with certain shit. I don't promote. I don't want to see no female getting beat on, whatever. But when it comes down to a female and male situation, or they husband or whatever, I try to stay my ass up out of it, because you could put yourself in that predicament or whatever, and she will go right the fuck back. Now you gonna go to charge. You gonna put yourself in somebody else's business because you want caught this shit trying to be Captain Save a Hoe, or just being a good person in general, and now she didn't win back. It be like that, bro. Like we gotta really be careful, like a certain situation we put ourselves in, man. Sometimes we can't save everybody, bro. Like, even if we want to. So I'm gonna play Ray J's response, and then I'm gonna just get off this subject for real, because I don't want to be here all day with this, but. And I hopefully one day I'll have somebody on here that I can have this conversation with. But on some real shit, bro, I hate to see this shit go down, bro, because at the end of the day, like I said, the kids lose from this.
Because I'm not gonna let the story go to where it don't supposed to go. You in my house, we having an argument. Alright, we grown ups. If you wanna leave. The kids is upstairs sleeping in my bed. You want to go upstairs and take the kids, wake them up into this grown-up argument, which shouldn't have happened. Instead of letting them sleep, you want to snatch her and take her with you. Then you got a dude coming in my bedroom where my kids is asleep, and they're trying to get in my bed and take my kids because all of y'all are drunk. Y'all can't drive with these kids drunk. I'm not letting that happen. This dude is coming in my room, getting in my bed to take my kid. I'm going to defend my kids, and I'm going to defend my space. And now, when they call the police, no problem. I'm sure the police going to come and understand what I'm going through. They're in there snatching my kids out of the bed while they're asleep, and they're waking up yelling and screaming and crying. A dude is getting my kid out of the bed, bro. I'm going for mine. For my kids, I'm going to double down on that. Y'all can't do that. But you know what? It is what it is. I love my kids. I'm not playing about my kids, and that's it. That's it. I'm in my house. Y'all in my bedroom. Taking my kids out of the bed at 4 in the morning. with a man, with you, in my bedroom. I don't know what else I would have done. I showed self-control. I didn't touch Princess. I didn't touch nobody until the nigga started trying to get in the bed. And
All right, y'all. Like I said, man, we didn't see. All you seen is them. The video had cut off. So, like I said, we didn't see much after it blacked out, and we didn't see what happened before he turned that motherfucking camera off. She walked back in. Apparently, they was having a whole total disagreement before then. So we don't really know what the fuck went down. Like I said, I feel bad for both. I hope both find a way one day where they can get along, just a co-parent for the kids. Because at the end of the day, man, that's what it's all about. At one point, you did, have some type of feelings towards each other because y'all got married. So y'all did have some type of love for each other. The love, at least whatever type of little bit of love that y'all have, figure out how you could co-parent with it to the kids' best interest. Because that shit, you don't want and I'll say this before I leave, you don't want your daughter to be attracted to a man that treats a woman like that. And I had to learn that. And you don't want your son thinking it's okay to treat their woman like that. And I had to learn that. I don't want my boys feeling like it's okay for me to treat their mother like that. And now they looking like, damn, if you treat my mom like that, how am I supposed to treat a woman? Because you're telling me to treat a woman like this, but this is how you treat my mom. Like, you feel me? So it's like, I really get, you know what I mean? Like, I had to really learn that. It took me some years, and it's just growing pains, man. You feel me? We all go through our own situation. Unfortunately, they have their shit is publicized. I mean, they put their shit on the camera. My shit, I wasn't gonna do that. I used to do dumbass shit like that when I was in my 20s, like just putting my business out there. But I'm not with that. I don't want you knowing shit about me behind these closed doors. And it ain't got nothing to do with nothing bad or me hiding anything. Everything don't need to be told, bro, because you don't know what really be going on. And half y'all got y'all own fucking problems y'all can't fix. So I don't want to hear nothing. Feel me? Unless it's really, really my family, or really, like, you know what I mean? And I ain't talking blood related. I'm just talking everybody. Not everybody's blood related. My family is people who I put as my family. So at the end of the day, that's how things go for me. I hope they fix their own thing. But we on to the next subject, y'all. Politics. What the fuck is going on in this world? I don't have no fucking clue, y'all. Let's start with the video of the two national troopers getting shot. I'm gonna start with that first, and we'll go from there, y'all. It's always some shit.
Two National Guardsmen in critical condition tonight after what the mayor of D.C. says was a targeted shooting. According to multiple reports, the suspected shooter is an Afghan national. News Nation has not confirmed this. Our team is working on doing that as we speak. Let's go to News Nation correspondent Kelly Meyer live at the scene. Kelly, you were at the White House. You were put on lockdown minutes after the shooting. You're on the scene now. What's the latest?
Yeah, and I want to tell you right off the top that we are just getting that confirmed. Senior law enforcement officials, as well as U.S. officials, both telling us that the suspect is an Afghan national and used a handgun. That is the information we are just getting into our newsroom and learning per a senior law enforcement official, as well as a U.S. official. We are learning that tonight. So we're still waiting for more details on the suspect, as well as the latest on those two National Guardsmen that were shot here today. But like you said, I was on 17th and Pennsylvania, just 2 blocks from where this happened. Right now, where we are is on 18th and I. So this happened on this very same street, just a block over, and you could still see the police activity there. That is where the shooting happened earlier today, around 2:15 p.m. Eastern. That's the same time that I was about 2 blocks down 17th and 17th in Pennsylvania. I walked out to return to the White House and couldn't move. There was police tape already up and police cars, as well as U.S. Secret Service cars, rushing up 17th Street to come up here to I Street and find out what was going on. And that time, we didn't know exactly what was happening, and we were reporting on News Nation, getting more details coming in, and then finding out, of course, course, that 2 National Guardsmen were shot here today. They are still in critical condition, is what we're hearing tonight. We also heard in that press conference earlier today, Hannah, that this was a targeted attack. That's what the D.C. mayor said. So this is something that the president has commented on, members of his cabinet have commented on, and this is something that we are watching very closely as we're getting that latest information in just now, confirmed to News Nation, that the suspect, the shooter, is an Afghan national and had a handgun here today. Hannah.
All right, Kelly Meyer, I'm glad you're okay. A lot of scary moments for so many people. Kelly Meyer live in D.C. and just confirming what Kelly, our Washington correspondent, said. We can confirm the suspect is an Afghan national, and sources have told Kelly and the team he did use a handgun. More breaking news about the attack on the National Guardsman. Kelly, what are you learning?
Yeah, hey there, Hannah and Batia. We are learning from U.S. officials, as our sources here, that the FBI will initially investigate this shooting of 2 members of the National Guard here in D.C. happened behind me here as a possible act of terrorism. We are learning that from U.S. officials into our newsroom just moments ago. That is in addition to what we were learning that U.S. officials confirmed to News Nation that the shooter is an Afghan national. So these are the latest developments we're hearing as we're beginning to learn more tonight about the suspect, about the shooter in this incident that happened just behind me here this afternoon here in Washington, D.C. Those 2 National Guardsmen shot here in D.C. They are in critical condition in the hospital tonight, and learning those details now about the shooter, the suspect in this. So we will continue to update you, but that is the latest, that they are investigating this as a possible act of terror. Now, they have said, and they said earlier at the press conference, that they won't rule out other possibilities if that is where the investigation takes them. So we'll continue to watch this for you, Hannah and Batia.
All right, Kelly Meyer, thank you so much. Live on the scene in Washington, D.C.
Hey, y'all, let me read this article. I don't know how this shit went down like out of nowhere all of a sudden, but it's a lot going on in America, y'all. All right, so this is the 2 National Guards that got shot at. So Sarah has reportedly passed away, y'all. 2 years ago, Sarah Beckstorm life was just getting started. She was selling discount tickets to her senior prom. Later, she posted about peppers and making her own butter. And last year, her mother posted a new photograph of Beckstorm holding a gun and wearing a camouflage. The teenager had joined the teenager had joined the Army National Guard in June of 2023, the same month she graduated high school. My baby girl, her father Gary commented under the photo in February of 2004. 2 weeks later, Gary posted a photograph of Beckstorm in her dress green with a military police emblemed pen above her name. My baby is a graduate now, he wrote it. In mid-August, Beckstorm 20 went with the guard to a D.C. as part of President Donald Trump plan to use the guard to counter crime in the Beckstorm was the put aside this week. The close this week to maintain her status to conduct those security patrols, according to the National Guard Joint Task Force DC. On Wednesday, less than 24 hours later, what is this? Special Beckstorm and another Guard member, Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, was on patrol near 17th and I Street in Northwest Washington when a lone gunman opened fire on them with a Smith & Wesson .357 caliber revolver, officer said. Officials have described the attack as a Brazil and target. So let me ask y'all this, y'all. What do y'all feel like the target was about? Why do y'all feel like, who was that target really for? Was it a message from another country? Just in though they did say that Trump has permanently stop immigrants from third world countries coming in. Don't nobody know which third world country the fuck he's talking about. But we're gonna see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna play this video for y'all real quick.
National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom has passed after she was shot at the intersection of 17th and I Streets yesterday. She had been receiving treatment at MedStar Washington Hospital. That's where we go now, live with the very latest. We believe this is a motorcade happening outside of MedStar Washington, believed to be transporting her body to the office of the Chief Medical Examiner. Our Yamari Sase is there now. Yamari, can you tell us a little bit about what you're seeing out there?
Yeah, Randy, right now we're seeing a lot of the police motorcycles pulling up to the front. There's a lot of cop cars behind that. DC Fire Department is out here as well, paying their respects as they move the body of 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom. That's with the National Guard. She is one of the 2 National Guard members that were shot yesterday at this time. Now, it looks like they're about to begin soon. We're patiently waiting for them to move her body and head to the medical examiner office. It's just a special procession that they're doing in honor of her and her service to the United States. She is from the West Virginia area, as we mentioned earlier, and was in D.C. during this takeover time period when President Trump put that in place to reduce crime right here in the district. Now, again, she actually joined the National Guard just 2 years ago, according to President Trump, when he made the announcement about her passing earlier, not too long ago today. Now, we also spoke to the West Virginia Governor, Patrick Morrisey, before the news came out, and he said he really focused.
If you've been hurt in an accident, here are some of the steps in becoming a client at Sweet James. Sign up. We work on
supporting both family members, and this is an unspeakable crime, and they are seeking justice. Now, as you can see, the motorcade is beginning as they honor her life for Specialist Sarah Beckstrom with the National Guard. She is 20 years old and unfortunately lost her life during yesterday's shooting at this time. You have several departments. You saw Prince George's County Police Department also arriving. DC Police is here as well. The DC Fire Department is also here, paying their respects during this difficult time.
Yeah, Marie, we just saw that large black van drive by. We know that is, typically the van that is used to transport individuals after they've passed. This is quite the motorcade we're seeing here right now, leaving MedStar Washington Hospital. We have maintained a steady presence on the ground there at MedStar over the last 24 hours since we confirmed that she had been taken there, that 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom had been taken there. We had heard, updates throughout the day today coming from people who say that they had talked with her family members, reporting that she was not doing well, that this situation was very touch and go. We also heard from U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro earlier today, who said that the suspect in what is now her death had initially been charged with assault with intent to kill, but she was closely monitoring the situation to see how things would go, if things would take a grim turn here, as they now have, and if she needed to upgrade the charges, which may now be looking at first-degree murder charges for that suspect, who was since identified earlier today as a 29-year-old Afghan national who'd been living in Washington state. While I was at the scene last night there, Yamarie, I saw about a half dozen National Guard members who were just kind of hanging out outside the emergency room, waiting for better details that really never came in this case. Yamarie, you said you've seen a number of different law enforcement agencies. Have you seen a National Guard presence there tonight?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of National Guard members. It seems like that's who they were waiting for. A lot of them were walking up, coming to the front of MedStar Hospital as all of the cars lined up during this time. Even when we were standing on the outside, we saw a lot of them walk up towards the front. So a lot of them you can actually see in the cars as they're driving off with the body of 20-year-old Specialist Sarah Beckstrom during this difficult time. You can just imagine the amount of support that has been taking place, not only here in the district, but in West Virginia as well, but also just across the nation when this news broke. So many leaders have spoken now, even at the vigil where they have placed the flowers in honor of the memory of her, and also the quick recovery of the other National Guard member that was shot in this situation. Many people are just paying their respects.
All right, they ain't really talking about shit, y'all. I'm gonna get off that. But what do y'all think about this, man? Do you think that somebody's trying to send us a message? Do you think this was a target out plan? Who do you think really is behind this? Or do you feel like another country is behind this and they're just trying to distract us? Or they just using this person as they're just using this person as the fall person? Or do you feel Afghanistan is really behind this, y'all? What's this? There's some of these videos I ain't gonna have to play, cause y'all already, know the information, whatever. But it's crazy out here, man. What we're really going through, bro. Like, and then you got Trump talking about he want to get rid of the federal taxes, y'all. Let me play this damn video.
Couple of years, I think we'll substantially be cutting, and maybe cutting out completely, but we'll be cutting income tax. Could be almost completely cutting it because the money we're taking in is going to be so large. And yet, other countries who have been ripping us off for many, many years, and many years they've just been ripping us to shreds.
I do believe it's a lot of countries that have been ripping us to shreds. Do I believe that he could get rid of the fucking income tax? Hell no. Still have to get that approved by Congress. I don't see him. To me, I don't know though, because Trump do what the fuck he want to do. He really don't go off, the amendments or how his shit's supposed to be doing. So let's see what he do. I know in Georgia right now they're trying to get rid of state income taxes. I don't believe tariffs are doing that damn good to make us get rid of state income tax. I don't believe none of the shit government be talking about for real. I want to really know comments from the chat, bro. How do y'all feel? Do you feel like this will help the economy? Do you feel like this will help better America if more Americans were just able to keep their money without having to pay the government? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't give, like, if it happens, I'm cool with it because I don't want to pay no taxes, no motherfucking way. But what I'm getting from this is Trump really don't fuck with our government. Or he's still or Israel really has him working to destroy our goddamn government. I don't know which one is really fully true all the way. I'm going to do an episode on the Israel situation probably tomorrow or next week, where I found some videos of just different things that I've been saying all on my last few videos about Trump working for Israel and how Israel is trying to make this the United States of Israel. I honestly believe that shit is trying to, we're headed for that. I don't know, man. Like, it's a crazy world, but you also got people in Hong Kong going through things too. If you haven't heard about the Hong Kong fire, it has been destroying a lot. It destroyed a lot of families, y'all. Let me hold on. Let me see. Make sure I play everything before I get onto that. Let me see what this is.
Two of our brave members of the National Guard and the Department of War were brazenly attacked in a horrendous act of violence. They were shot. They're in critical condition.
Now, earlier today, the Joint Task Force D.C., which oversees the National Guard, told us that this incident occurred near the Farragut West metro station, which is just about a block over my right shoulder that way in downtown D.C. Just in the moments after the shooting, according to Jeff Carroll, the two other members of the National Guard subdued the suspect. We were told by law enforcement sources that he was carried away on a stretcher from the scene. His condition is not known. I yelled a question at the chief and at Kash Patel as they left, saying, is there any...
It just update, one of the National Guards have passed away. Like I said, Sarah, let me see.
As you know, the other young man...
Not it.
President Trump posted on Truth Social that he will, quote, permanently pause migration from all third world countries. It's unclear specifically which countries Trump is referring to, but comes as the administration also said they will re-examine all green cards issued to individuals from countries they consider to be, quote, of concern. When asked for details, USCIS pointed CNN to a presidential proclamation from June, listing 19 countries including Afghanistan, Iran, and several African nations. The renewed crackdown on immigration comes 2 days after a shooting near the White House, where a man identified as an Afghan national was accused of shooting 2 National Guard members, killing one and critically injuring another.
Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away.
Trump also posted that he would end all federal benefits and subsidies to, quote, non-citizens and denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility and deport any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compatible with Western civilization. CNN has reached out to the State Department and the White House for clarity.
All right, when I need them. So I do see a lot of I want to say African. I seen Haiti on there, African. Just places that I don't know. I want to really know what's the reason behind banning those countries, because I don't feel like all them countries are affecting America in like as much as America's been affecting this damn self. You feel me? So now note, Israel is still in war with Liberia. I believe Liberia. They still bombing Gaza, even though they did a ceasefire. Like, Israel's still in war with a lot of motherfuckers that we have been funding and shit like that. Between Israel and Ukraine, I don't know what the fuck happened to Ukraine, because when the Democrats was in, we was just sending them motherfuckers so much money. Now I don't see shit. So, I don't, like I said, I don't know. And then you got Jasmine Crockett talking about Trump. Immigrants are what built this country. Bitch, ain't you black? Like, I don't understand. And we and I'm not saying immigrants didn't play a part of what built this country, but let's not take credit from the black Americans that fucking literally started building this shit from not only just slavery before then. You feel me? Like, it was fucking buildings made up way before we got into slavery or whatever. Black people been working, like we been here, we been had shit going on in the fucking America. So I'm not finna just give credit to nobody, everybody else. You have immigrants that have played a part of rebranding America, as far as us with new buildings, adding new roads and shit like that. Is they have played a part. But saying they built America, and this is the educated motherfucker y'all want running for office and handling y'all shit, she just, man, I've never been a Jasmine Crockett fan. All black people ain't black to me, dog. And just because they try to pretend to be black or be something that they not, like, I don't feel it. Feel me? Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people try to be something that they're not, and then they try to get mad at us and say that we're going against our own people. No, bitch. How many times as a black person turned on us for the white person? How many times have the Democrats, all these people, these black people, turned on their own people to take a handout from the same white people that literally locked up their people? Biden literally got a whole bunch of people that you might love is in lockdown because of Biden, but you got so much shit for the next white person. So you pick and choose which white person you want to support. So, and I can tell you right now, if Trump was still a fucking Democrat, Jasmine Crockett would be on his dick. So if you don't believe, like, I still get likes on this picture of Trump talking about he was a fucking Democrat. It's mind games, bro. It's manipulation. It's power. They don't give a fuck. You can't preach that this world should be all about one when you're literally telling people we're not Democrats and we gotta pick a fucking side. If it's all supposed to be about us being together, we got to pick a side between the Republican or Democrat if we're all of one. It's bullshit. It's manipulation, and they use this shit against us just to get whatever, but they don't give a fuck about you. Jasmine Crockett do all that shit, all that fucking talking. Man, tell her to put her hands and put her money where her mouth is, and don't look for no donations from other motherfuckers to run her campaign or anything. Because like I said, bro, these politicians need your money to even run their own campaign, to be able to get the fuck in office. They need this shit. So at the end of the day, bro, I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about how I feel about Shorty. Like, it really is. It's just, I don't know. We have a manipulated mindset where we feel like certain people are supposed to be for us. Man, be focused on the local people in your community. Build your community. Because these higher up people that you feel like care about you, they don't care about you. And I forgot to talk about that Joel Santana shit. But I think I'm going to talk about that shit tomorrow, y'all. Last thing I'm going to talk about before I get into sport is this Hong Kong situation, man. It's a very traumatizing situation. I'm gonna go ahead and play this for y'all real quick and then speak on this, and then I'm gonna head into sports.
A high-rise apartment complex was engulfed in flames. At least 44 people are confirmed dead. Hundreds more are missing. A number of people reportedly have been arrested. Holly Williams has the very latest.
The fire started this afternoon, jumping from one building to another, engulfing this high-rise complex, which was home to nearly 5,000. I watched it spread from Block 6 to Block 5, said this resident. It burned all the way without anyone hosing it down. This distraught man named Wong told reporters his wife was trapped inside. By the time night fell, it was an inferno, with more than 700 firefighters battling to control the flames, and one of them killed. The housing complex was under renovation, with parts of it covered in scaffolding made from bamboo, which appears to have helped the fire spread. In Shanghai in 2010, bamboo scaffolding also fueled this blaze, which killed more than 50 people. And here in the UK in 2017, flammable cladding acted like a wick, killing 72 in a government housing high-rise. That fire sparked a public outcry about safety standards. In Hong Kong, the fire department said some residents were unable to escape. They can't even begin to count all of the dead until they've extinguished the flames. Holly Williams, CBS News, London.
Alright, y'all. So as you can see, and I do think I got the video of them harassing somebody for this fire. Let me see if I. Chat. My bad, y'all. So I can't speak Chinese, so I ain't understand nothing they fucking said. So don't ask me what the fuck they said. But as you can see, they did make 3 arrests. From this article, though, you can, as you see, Hong Kong fire death tolls rise to 128, with 200 still missing and 8 more arrests. So they have added on 8 more arrests. Let me play this video real quick.
The building still burning over 24 hours later. Firefighters working around the clock to gain control.
The fire was spreading exceptionally fast, exceptionally rapid.
The search for survivors trapped inside, with dozens of people still unaccounted for. The scale of destruction is staggering. Video showing the flames spreading up 32 stories from one building to the next with no warning. I smelled a strong burning odor, this resident told NBC News. She said she went downstairs and saw the fire burning fiercely. Hong Kong's deadliest blaze in decades, the 8 towers were home to nearly 5,000 people, many of them now in temporary shelters, uncertain they can go back. We bought this apartment more than 20 years ago, she says. There's nothing left. What are we supposed to do? Investigators are now piecing together how the fire spread so quickly. The focus on construction netting and foam boards that could have fueled it. Bamboo scaffolding commonly used in Hong Kong, another possible factor.
Even if the structure is okay, doesn't mean we can move people back to the building very soon.
3 men from a construction company have been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter for using unsafe materials. With anger rising in Hong Kong, there are families still waiting for news of loved ones still missing. Janice Mackey for Air.
Damn, that's heartbreaking, bro. I don't even want to read this shit, bro. That's crazy, dog. You got, like, it's a lot of shit going on in this world, man. So, yeah, man, y'all stay prayed up and stay praying for everybody, bro, because it's a lot of shit going on in this world, and it's gonna be sometime soon, and it's we gotta. I mean, we all go through shit and stuff like that, but it seems like more and more shit it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse before it get better, y'all. So let me get off politics, man. Let me get into this sports real quick before I let y'all go, because I think I went over than what I was really supposed to do today. Let's see something. Let me share this shit. All right, y'all. So look, Ole Miss already up on Mississippi State. It is rival week, y'all. I'm not gonna go through all the games today. This is the big game. I'm probably gonna end up watching Georgia Tech versus Georgia. Y'all know who I'm riding with. Shout out and rest in peace to my brother Q, man. I hope we take this one for him. I could go over. Let me go over the last night games, the NFL games for yesterday. There actually was some real good games, man, yesterday. So yesterday you had the Packers versus Lions. Packers won 31-24. Real good game.
No one word can describe the sweet, tangy.
Jared Goff was 20 out of 26 for 256 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacob had 17 carries for 83 yards, and Williams had 7 receptions for 104 touchdowns. Brown, the other wide receiver, was out with an ankle injury. Totally was missed. Packers looking good, man. Michael Parsons looking good. Let's see how this go. I would love to see a Packers versus Cowboys matchup in the playoffs, man. Michael Parsons versus, Jerry Jones. My boy Jared, he happy. I mean, not happy, but he pointing out how Dallas got Quentin Williams and the defense tackle, all that shit about, the defensive tackle, this and that. Don't get me wrong. Defensive tackle, I do understand how important that line is, bro. But I am, man. I'm a cornerback. I rep for my cornerback. So next game we got is the Chiefs versus Cowboys. Now I didn't get a chance to watch this game, but I heard the refs really cheated for the Cowboys yesterday. Like they was just giving the calls to the Cowboys yesterday. Cowboys won 31-28. Dak Prescott was 27 out of 39 for 320 yards, 2 touchdowns. Williams had 17 carries for 59 yards, and CeeDee Lamb had 7 receptions for 112 yards. And like I said, man, George Pickens for the Dallas Cowboys has stepped up too. I think he had over 100 yards as well, if I'm not mistaken. So them boys have been balling. Dallas do look like a good team this year. Jerry Jones might know what the fuck he's doing still. I don't know, man. Let's see how this go. Dallas, they be acting all they good, whatever, then they blow it in the playoffs. So if they make it. Next, in the last game we had yesterday, Bengals versus Ravens. The Bengals won 32-14. Joe Burrow did return, was 24 out of 46 for 261 yards and 2 touchdowns. C. Brown had 15 carries for 78 yards, and Jamar Chase 7 receptions for 110 yards. Best wide receiver probably in the NFL right now. In today's game, we got Bears versus Eagles. All right, y'all. I want to see the Eagles win because I'm an Ajay Brown fan, but I don't know, man. The Bears have been looking real good. Caleb Williams has had a real good 16 touchdown, 4 interception. He has had a real good year, man. Saquon Barkley has been off this year. He hasn't had one of his years. I don't know what's going on with him, but let's see who wins that game today. And I do want to talk about one last thing. What that shit women's college, and I'm gonna talk about men's college basketball tomorrow, but I do want to shout out women's college basketball, bro. And I'm mad that I didn't know this game was yesterday. Texas versus South Carolina, because I would have watched this. Where that shit go? What's this today? Yeah, this today. These are today games, bro.
On December 5th, get ready for the movie.
All right, so this is the game I really wish I knew the fuck about. Texas versus South Carolina. South Carolina did lose. Texas is 7-0 this year, 66-64. And Texas coach is so goddamn fine. I gotta find her goddamn name, but she is so fucking fine. And shout out that Don Staley too, man, a legend in the making. UCLA won yesterday. UCLA gonna be a tough team, but I don't know. I feel still if Texas or South Carolina make it all the way. Don't forget LSU. LSU got a squad too, yo. So women's college basketball, bro, is gonna be real. It's gonna be special this year. I gotta start paying a little bit more attention. I gotta figure out the schedule. I mean, the schedules and shit like that, because I didn't even know nothing about this game. But all right, y'all. So damn, I'm tired. I am done for the day. Y'all give me y'all comments and reviews on everything, man. Tell me your dislikes, your likes. You know, like I said at the beginning, if you are new to my channel, you never heard of me before, I am Ajay Brown, and as you can fucking see, whatever. But please click subscribe, like, reshare, repost, do what you got to do to get the message out. I appreciate all my supporters, and I might see y'all tomorrow again and Sunday, y'all. Just depending on how I feel.